Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to be understanding the structure of meta ads. So let me clear one thing. I am not an expert in meta ads. I don't have years and years of experience. I am just doing this for myself, learning as we go, and I am applying the things I learn on the way and telling you guys what I'm doing wrong on the way and what's working for me. So let's just get into it. So I have made a very easy to understand PowerPoint presentation so you guys can learn the basics of meta ads, and I'll give you one strategy that you guys can apply on your ads, and I'm pretty sure it will give you good results, but it's all up to you how you optimize the ads, tweak the ad creatives, your hooks, and what's your budget. That all also matters. But we will be understanding meta ads, and please don't trust me blindly. See what works for you and use it. Don't trust me blindly, which you obviously aren't gonna, I know. So understanding meta ads by a 16-year-old who is also a beginner, that's me. So let's get right into it. So basically there are three levels of meta ads. Number one is the campaign level, number two ad set level, and number three ad level. So I'll be diving deep into each level right now, but let me get it clear from the surface level. So firstly, what's a campaign? Campaign is a coordinated series of advertisements designed to promote a product, service, idea, or a brand. So there are three main steps of creating an ad, and the first step is selecting your campaign objective. So what happens at the campaign level? So what basically happens is you decide the objective of whether you want sales on your website, whether you want app downloads, whether you want leads, whether you want traffic on your website. You decide that on the campaign level. One more thing that you can do in the campaign level is decide the budget of the total ads. This can be later on put also on the ad set. I'll be explaining that later, but understanding that what's the level from the top to bottom level is very important. So a campaign, basically in the campaign level, you decide what objective of your advertisement gonna be. Is it gonna be sales, traffic, leads, or awareness? Okay. And the second level is ad set level. What's in the ad set level, you might ask? The ad set level is also known as the target level, where you decide the placements your ad's gonna run, like either your ad's gonna run on Facebook and Instagram, or Messenger, or audience network. You decide that here. Next thing you decide is the audience selection. You can pick out specific sections of audiences that might work the best for your product or service. And you can also schedule the ad here. Saying this all from the surface, I am not a professional. And at the ad level, you decide. Ad level is also the creative part where you add the primary text, the headers, the offers, the call to actions like shop now, buy now, learn more, explore now. Also the destination URL. What does destination URL mean? Destination URL is the URL on which you want the people to land after they click on your ads. It might be a product page. If you're selling a course, it might be the buy now course page, whatever it might be for you. So next we'll come to a strategy that has worked for me. So I was saying that I started this strategy on 20th April 2025. In my first introductory video, I had said that I had started an ad on 7th April 2025. Well, that did not work out for me. It was a failure. I'll be making a video about that later. But today I'm going to be telling you a strategy of meta ads that might work. It is a basic template that works for most people, but you have to put in your own efforts, your own optimizing the ads, tweaking the ad creatives, hooks, and all. So the next level is this is the strategy. So basic, at the top you have the campaign level where you decide what's the objective gonna be, like sales, leads, and traffic, or whatever. So you can have multiple ad sets inside one campaign, and you can have multiple ads inside one ad set. So understanding that campaign decides the objective or the overall budget of your campaign, and objective like sales, traffic, leads. It comes the ad set level where where you can decide the interest of people. What does interest of people mean? Let's imagine if you're selling a shoe, if you have a shoe brand and you're selling a shoe. So what are the interests of shoe buyers gonna be? Interests like Nike, Puma, Adidas. You can go like this. These are the interests that you can put in an ad set so that you'll be able to target the people who are actually interested in that particular thing. So you can have multiple interests in one ad set. Also, creating many ad sets and testing different types of interest is the best strategy to know what audience works the best for you. In the ad set level, you also decide what placements are your ads gonna show in, whether it is Instagram feed, whether it's Facebook feed, Instagram search results, Instagram reels, Facebook reels. You decide where it's gonna be. Or there is also one option that is called as advantage plus placements. What basically happens, Meta puts your ads in placements that it thinks that your ad will perform the best in. But to have control, if you want to have control over your placements, you can use the manual placement option. Now, but what I recommend is always use manual campaign options and different interests. So you are able to understand that which interest works the best for me, and then later you will be able to scale it. Second comes the ads. Now, the types of ads that have worked the best for Meta ads is videos, carousels, and images. So these are the three main parts of ad creatives. Now, I'll be deeper diving into how you should make your creatives and images and carousels later on. But today I'm just going to tell you the surface level part, and there will be a series of this where I'll be explaining how to create the perfect landing page. Well, how to create a good landing page and how to convert people into sales. As you can see, I have one campaign. In the campaign, I have 5 ad sets, and each ad set has around 3 ads in it. So as you can see, ad 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. So that's the basic placement. I'll be diving into what ad 1, 2, 3, 4 is. But when you have set up all this, and then after you have started running the campaign, you have to create an audience. So what the audience is, that all the people who came from these ads and either did an add to cart on my website or initiated checkout on my website, or at least viewed 75% of the video from all these ads, any one. All that data is going to be collected in one of my audience that I have already created for retargeting later. That retargeting. For retargeting, you have to select your objective as sales campaign. In the ad set, you're going to select the audience which you've previously created for retargeting, which can be all website visitors, add to carts, initiated checkout, or even who viewed at least 75% of these videos. So that shows a clear interest in your product. So you can create those interested people into buyers by giving them a strong offer in the retargeting level. So what you have to do is create at least 2 ads, one ad set targeting the audience which you had earlier created, and these ads have to have an offer that is unbeatable, unmatched. So that offer, some offer that they cannot resist. What basically happens is you're resending your videos or images or carousels to the people who have already viewed your brand, know your brand, or already have seen your product or brand once. So you are retargeting them again. Next thing, what I'll be diving into is telling you how many ad creatives that you should create at least, where to place them and how to place them. So as you can see, in this ad set I have ad 1, 2 and 3. So ad number 1 is video 1, ad number 2 is video 2, and ad number 3 is video 3. So one of the most important parts in video ad creatives is the hook. So what's the hook? The hook for a video ad is the first 3 seconds. Is the first 3 seconds which actually make people stay throughout the video and interested in the product. So here I have written strong and the right audience. What does this mean? Your hook has to be strong enough to make people stay longer, and the right audience. Now you cannot just go and make a random hook. You have to make a hook which will attract the audience required for your product. The audience which will buy your product, you have to hook them up, not the people who are not going to buy. That our main objective is making people understand what our product is. As you can see, the ad 4 is a carousel. So I have talked to a few Meta experts and even Meta employees, and what they have told me is you have to use at least one carousel of images, of product images, so that it can perform the best. So almost every ad set I have used at least one carousel, because that might end up giving you sales. So what's required in the carousel is the quality of the image have to be high class level. And also, if you are able to portray a good offer in the carousel images, then people are much more likely to stay on that and view your product. Ad 5 and ad 6 both are retargeting. So what these are, I would suggest creating one video ad and one image ad, because image ad also works the best in the retargeting part. The retargeting, what's important is to have a personalized offer, creating a connection and bonding between the brand and the customer, making the customer feel more connected to the brand. You could create an offer like curated just for you and then a discount code and all. You can do that. So this is the structure that I have used this past, I believe today is 26th of April. So this is the structure I have been using for the past 6 days, and it is performing well for me. And I'll tell you the least budget you should keep. So let's say you are using ad set budget. So each ad set should have at least half of the price of your product. So let's imagine your product price is 2000 rupees. So at least keep 1000 budget, daily budget for each of your ad sets. So that would add up to 5000 per day if your product cost is 2000. But if you want to know which interests work for you, then you can use the ad set budget. But if you want overall sales, then I would suggest using the campaign budget, in which you decide the whole budget of the campaign, which gets distributed in ad sets later on. So I'll end this over here because I don't want the video to be too long, but this was part 1 of this understanding meta ads with me. But I'll be going through everything, not just meta ads, but also how to create the perfect landing pages, how to create ad creatives, how to create converting ad creatives. So thank you for watching, and I'll meet you in the next video.